Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table in front of us, we're going to be taking a look at the Asher Knife Company Flashback. So, I love to throw in some budget blades every once in a while, but ones that I think are good and well worth the money, because not everybody can afford the expensive knives. So I like to do reviews that are kind of all over the place. Anywhere from down to very inexpensive, but good, up to my expensive knives. So this one we're taking a look at is a Flashback. This one does go for $40. Okay, $40. That is awesome. $40 for a knife of a very good quality. I mean, this has been a really good knife. This is a 12C 27N Sandvik steel. You have this great clip point blade with a beautiful stone wash finish on that. I don't know if you can catch that in the light. Not the best light that we have here. Sorry about that, guys. You have G10 handles, and what's cool is you have a jade backspacer. So if you wanted to take your backspacer out and make a pop of color, you absolutely could. I personally think that this would look good with something, red would look really good with the gray. Of course, purple would look good with the gray. Two of my favorite colors. You could even put a black one in there. You can leave it just the way it is. But I do like that you do have the ability to kind of put your own little pop of color on that. Okay. You do have a deep carry clip on this, which of course is very nice. I love the deep carry clips. This is unfortunately a right hand carry only. With this clip, it does sit a little high. A lot of the deep carries do, which is fine, depending on the size of the knife. Now, this size, to me, I found that it is not a hot point where it hits my hand. Maybe that has something to do with the width of the clip being a little bit wider. That I'm not sure. Also, it is recessed. The clip actually sits recessed into the G10 itself. However, the screws on this one are not really recessed. So let's see if you can see that. Not quite. I mean, just about there, but it is up just a little bit. The fit in hand is really good. This is definitely what I would consider more of a smaller knife, but feels really good. I like that they put just a tiny bit of a fuller in there. It does look nice. Now, this is a liner lock, as you can see that. Your lockup on this is going to be, I mean, close to 50% on this one. It did come very well centered. I love that. You have no real sharp edges on any of this G10. It's got a great feel to it everywhere. I'm not finding any places where, it's going to catch or it's not smooth. I feel like they did a really good job. And again, $40. You cannot beat that. I did say, or maybe I didn't, it is a flipper. It's super, super fidgety, you guys. I was really surprised with this. It is brass cage bearings on this one. There is no jimping on your tab, but with something this small and that it doesn't take that much effort, and I'm trying to show you, like, my finger doesn't, if I'm not doing it very hard, yeah, your finger might flip off, but it doesn't really take much to flip this one at all. And I do really like that about it. Okay, let's take a look at some measurements, some specs here. On this one, you're going to get a 3-inch blade with, I mean, literally just a hair under 3-inch cutting edge, which is, that's great. That's wonderful. You're going to get a 4-inch, just over a 4-inch, 4 and a hair for your handle length, which is going to get you an overall length of 7.1 inches. Now, weight-wise, I love this because it's only 2.4 ounces. So it is a very lightweight knife. I don't notice this in my pocket at all. Because it's not heavy, I would have no problem throwing this just in my purse somewhere, because it's not going to, if you guys have ever seen in your women's purses, I mean, the crap we carry is incredible. And it just makes our purses even heavier. This would go great in a side pocket. It's not going to get lost in there. This would actually fit really well just riding on a waistband. Now, I have taken it and actually put it on my bra strap when walking if I don't have something else to put it on. Fits in the yoga pants great, waistband pockets, purses. This is really a go anywhere knife, and being that it's so light, that's just wonderful. Again, feels really, really good in hand to me. That pocket clip is not a hot point, which I love. Let's take a look at this next to the Rat 2. We're going to line that up pivot to pivot. It is definitely a medium knife, not small, not medium, but it's medium. Love that. Let's take a look at it next to the Rat 1. And you can see how big the Rat 1 is compared to it, right? I use these two knives for comparisons because most people tend to have one or the other, so it gives them a little bit better of an idea. For those of you that don't, let's take a look at it next to the Paramilitary 2. Ooh. Yeah, see? This is more of a larger knife. This is more of a smaller knife, but we're going to put it right in the middle, and we're going to call it more of a medium size. Now, your handle does have, oh, did you see that? I've been playing with this one a lot, so it is starting to just drop. I love that. Because your handle does have a bit of the swell, so it does get a little bit wider towards the back. To me, that makes a big difference in my hand. It feels really good. Being a smaller knife, you know I'm not going to lose it. There is no jimping, very smooth. I don't have another comparison knife next to me here. I thought I did. No, I do not. I just have a pen, and that's not going to work. But as I always say, the rectangular shape, huge to me because it lends to all different hand sizes, and you know that's something that I really like. I'm really, really impressed with this knife for $40. Now, I have never had an Asher knife that I have had an issue with, or that has not done what I have asked it to do, which is not a whole lot, but I've always said I never hard use my knives. I think the most hard use I've done is cutting wood. And I don't mean chopping wood. I mean, cutting branches or twigs and kind of making, sharp pokey sticks out of them, or maybe carving something into it, a face or a shape or whatever. This is one that has held up very well. This would be a great one for that. It's not a hard use knife. It's definitely not. My hard use knife would be my ADV Pathfinder. That one is going to take a beating, but it's going to hold up. Could you do the same thing with this knife? Absolutely not. I would not. But it's a great everyday carry. Absolutely. I would actually even consider taking this apart, dyeing the scales black, and the back spacer red. Ooh. I'm going to have to confiscate this knife from Mr. Therapeutic Edge. And I'm going to have to dye those scales and that back spacer and turn it into mine. And he'll never know until he sees it. Ha 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 ha. And hopefully he's not hearing me in the other room right now. All right. $40, you guys. If you guys are looking for a great knife that's going to do what you want it to do, and it's a budget knife, meaning it's, under $40, under $50, definitely one that you'd want to grab. Asher's always also very responsive to, if you have an issue with your knife, you definitely want to get a hold of them. Customer service has been great. So that is another plus to the company. All right, you guys, as I said, this has been a look at the Asher Knives Flashback. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here all the time. Again, hit that like button. It does help the channel. Go ahead and smash that on your way out. As always, feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section. I love talking to you guys. And until next time, thanks for joining me.